You to IKE agribusiness and more. Today we are in Gbefi, that's Kpando in the Volta region. We have visited a friend who is doing well. We would like to have 1 or 2 words with him and see how best the rabbit farming is doing. So um our brother is here, as we can all see him, fresh guy, uh, who is a rabbit farmer. In fact, he will tell us a little about himself. I know he has moved from places to places and he has a story to tell. So, Farmer Ike,
Yes,
good afternoon.
good afternoon, sir.
Uh-huh. Today we are in your farm. This is a nice environment, very airy place. We have a number of the rabbits. We have different breeds from cinnamon, Beverain. We have the Dutch. We have the Palomino. We have the chestnut. We have a whole lot of them, as we can see in the video, as we can see. So we are going to ask him 1 or 2 questions and see how best the rabbit farm is doing. So we would like you to tell us a little about yourself first.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
My name is Isaac Mikweji. Actually, I'm a native of the Volta region, but I was born and raised in Takrady.
Okay.
So I moved there just last year to explore the lands and the environment in Volta region.
Okay.
So this is how, just as he showed, this is how I started.
Okay.
But I've done the rabbitry for some time now. In Takrady,
Okay.
I had about 60 of them, 60 breeding stocks.
Okay.
But it is by virtue of moving from Takrady to other places that reduced my stock.
Sure.
So
sure.
that is what I have here.
Okay.
So virtually, this is all about Farmer Ike.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Farmer Ike is uh, or he has made us aware that he came right from Takrady. He was having about 60 breeding stocks.
Yeah.
Then he moved down here to start it again because you know how good rabbit farming is.
Yeah.
Farmer Ike, in your farm, when we come here, you said you've done it before.
Yeah.
But what gingered you into rabbit farming? We have poultry, we have the piggery, we have the fishing, and so on. But you chose rabbit. Why? Tell us why.
With rabbitry, what I've noticed about them is that feeding of rabbitry is not as difficult or expensive as compared to poultry. With poultry, you have to rely solely on the poultry feed or the formulated feed. But as you can see, when it comes to the rabbitry, you have the chance to even add grasses and stuff. Aside grasses, there are other leaves around. The tridax and stuffs can be used to augment or to add to what you have. So if you compare this to poultry, for example, if you are doing broilers or layers, if it is this feed you are giving them, you have to rely on it till they start laying.
Sure.
The little twist in feed will cost you a lot. Even though it is similar to rabbit, when you change their feed suddenly, it will affect them. But if you are experienced enough, you know how to swap and to mix the other feeds.
Okay.
And it is economical to the farmer.
Okay. Okay. We do everything for a purpose. So, how profitable is the rabbit farming compared to other farming?
Just as I was saying the other day on the platform, most of our predecessors would tell it is very lucrative. Yes, it is. But some of the things that has to do with the farming actually they will not tell you, like how mortality rate is before weaning, the mortality rate before weaning. But if you're able to deal with all those things, you're able to have a breeding lifestyle, a breeding pattern. My brother, it is very lucrative because as I did the last time, you could spend about 50 to 60 cedis to grow one animal, including feeding, medication, and stuffs. Then let's say at the end of the 4 months, you sell it for 120 cedis. That is about 100% profit.
Sure.
Within the 4 months.
Sure.
So you just multiply by the number of animals you'll be able to breed within the 4 months and sell.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. And then people do say that rabbits are prolific. they are prolific or they increase in numbers so quick? How true it is?
It is very true, because as other livestock, if you compare rabbits to goats and stuff, goats, grass cutters will take about 5 months to deliver. That's their gestation period.
Sure.
But rabbit is about 28 to 35 days.
Wow.
So if you compare this, if I have a rabbit, that will give me offsprings in the next 28 days if it is pregnant. Then another will have to wait for 5 months.
Yeah.
Then you know the difference between which one is prolific.
Okay.
And just as I said initially, it all depends on how you will be able to curb the mortality rate
Okay.
when they give birth. If
Okay.
you're able to deal with that, my brother, you are good to go.
Okay. 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 And then in your farm, is it just only one breed that you have? Tell us the number of breeds or the kind of breeds you have in your farm.
Okay, just as you said in the video, you showed in the video,
Yeah.
I have several breeds. Myself, actually, I like dealing with breeds that will give you good weight.
Okay.
Because my main purpose is to produce meat,
Okay.
rabbit.
Okay.
We are not into these pets and stuff.
Okay.
So we are just looking for animals that will give you good breeds or good meat.
Okay.
Meat to bone ratio and stuff.
Okay.
So I like dealing with the California and then the Dutch and stuff and the chestnuts.
Okay.
Just as you showed earlier.
Okay.
These are the breeds I have, but I intend to bring the New Zealand whites and stuff on board. Just as I said at the start, I've just started here.
Okay.
And I'm putting together my breeds, and then I'll be able to expand and then multiply.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at a point in time, how many kittens can a dog give? How many kittens?
Just like human beings, a human being can give birth to 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on a lot of factors. Rabbits can also give you 1.
Okay.
A lot of people will tell you they give birth to 8 and stuff. No, they can give birth to 1,
Okay.
2, maybe 12.
Okay.
There are other farmers who induce with other stuffs to make them give birth to about 16 or so.
Okay.
So, but the average you'll be getting around 6, 7,
Wow.
4, 5, and so yeah.
Wow.
That's the range.
So averagely you can get 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But some
Okay.
extreme cases can give you like 12 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when they give birth, do you leave the kittens with their mothers or the doe till they grow for you to sell them, or how do you do them? How do you do them?
You keep them with their mother. They are not like fowls that they will eat as their mothers eat.
Okay.
They depend a lot on the breast milk.
Okay.
So they will breastfeed for about, depending on the farmer's plan.
Okay.
Some wean at 6 weeks.
Okay.
Some wean at 4 weeks.
Okay.
At that time, they will still have to be with the mother.
Okay.
But the breast milk is very important at the initial stage.
Okay.
They will breastfeed till their eyes are open.
Okay.
They will start following their mother and start nibbling on the feed as the mother is also eating.
Okay.
And that is where they learn how to eat.
Okay.
So depending on the farmer's plan,
Okay.
6 to 8 weeks, he or she will just wean them from the mother.
Okay. So what practice do you do in your farm?
I usually wean at 8 months.
8?
Between 6 and 8 months, depending on the growth rate.
Okay.
You see, you have to monitor the growth rate.
That's 6 and 8 weeks.
Yes, weeks.
Okay.
6 and 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
From 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
That's why I said you have to monitor the growth rate.
All right.
Some, if you win at 4 weeks, they will be good to go.
Okay.
There are others too, if you win at 4 weeks, you'll be in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's
Okay.
just about monitoring and knowing when to win.
Okay. Okay. Initially, you spoke a little about their feeding. Yeah. What kind of feed do you give your rabbits? Okay, so let's continue.
Yeah, so talking about the feeding, just as I said, these animals depend a lot on fiber.
Okay.
So the farmers buy poultry prepared feed,
okay,
either broiler starter, grower mash, layer mash, and dilute it with the wheat bran. That is a very good source of fiber. Others also use rice bran.
Okay.
So it depends.
Okay.
And when you get your formulation or your formulated feed right, you add these grasses.
Okay.
You add these grasses because they cannot depend solely on the formulated feed.
Okay.
Naturally, when they are in the bush, they eat a lot of the grass.
Grasses.
There are farmers that feed only grass. But if you depend solely on grass to make it difficult for them to reach the slaughter age very quickly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, 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 okay. Some people will say, oh, with rabbits they die quickly. Rabbits they don't do well. Rabbit don't stay long. Um, is there any medication that you do for these rabbits for them to stay healthy?
Medication, you have to be doing a lot of prophylaxis. It's like you don't have to wait till they are sick
Okay,
before you treat them.
okay.
So initially, even before you wean them, you treat coccidiosis, because that is one of the bane of rabbit farming.
Oh, okay,
Coccidiosis.
okay.
It can kill them. It can wipe away your farm that easily,
Oh,
especially when
wow,
they are very young.
wow.
So you treat the coccidiosis with any good coccidiostat,
Okay,
and then you deworm
okay,
regularly.
okay.
I do deworming almost once a month. I
Oh,
use
okay.
pawpaw leaves or pawpaw seeds,
Oh, okay,
depending on which one is
okay,
available. So
okay,
I deworm once every month,
okay,
unless the animal is pregnant.
okay.
If it is pregnant, I don't give it any dewormer because it can cause miscarriage.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay, okay,
And then there are leaves like bitter leaf and stars.
okay,
Scent leaf, which is popularly known as nunu, or
okay,
we call nunu in
uh,
our local dialect.
okay,
Yes.
okay,
I feed those two as medication because it is an antibiotic.
oh,
So
okay,
these are the medications I put in place,
all right,
not waiting till they are sick before.
okay,
And then when I notice any changes,
okay,
like I said, rabbits' main bane or main problem is coccidiosis. So
okay,
when I see anyone suffering from diarrhea, I
okay.
get either pawpaw and banana leaves or plantain leaves to treat it, and
Oh,
it will quickly go away.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. So this simply means that in Farmer Ike's farm, the rabbits are very healthy, and then they are good breeds. So if you need any breeding stock, if you need any rabbit to breed as a new farmer, as an old farmer, you can visit his farm at Gbefi. That's the Kpando Kwati Road. You see Farmer Ike's farm there, where you can get a good number of good breeds. Farmer Ike,
Yes,
our last question before we go.
okay,
What information do you have to give to new farmers out there? What information do you have for them?
the first information I'll give to the new farmers out there is that whenever you get any information about rabbitry, just check other sources. Check other sources. I say this because most of the times you will be misled into the thing.
Okay,
You only be told the very good parts of it
okay,
without stories about mortality and the others.
okay,
So before you jump into it, do a very good feasibility studies.
okay,
Speak to people who are already into it.
okay,
Just as Ice Cube Farms came here,
okay,
I know myself that I've done it for some time.
okay,
But just today, as he visited here, he has also taught me a lot,
okay,
which I'll have to note down and add to my usual practice and
okay,
move on with it. So whatever information you get, whether it is lucrative or not, just find out from other sources
okay,
and then make your decision based on it.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are glad, we are very thankful for the insightful information given us. This is part one. We shall come back again to see what is going on, whether you have grown, where you have gotten to,
Yes,
then we shall let our viewers know.
okay.
So as you watch our video, please subscribe, share, and even like it, so that whenever we do a new video, you have a taste of it. Bye bye.